My ethnicity does not define who I am and what I do. My ethnicity does not define my work ethic. My ethnicity does not define my pride and love for my culture.
Sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're not sending you. They're not sending you. They're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people.
You hate us. Why do you hate us? Because we're Mexicans?
I heard her from like the other side of the property yelling at my mom, go back to Mexico. And that's when I I rushed over and I said, hey, what's your problem? What's going on?
We're honest people right here.
Yeah, rapists.
Rapists? How many people have I raped? How many drugs have I dealt?
The President Donald Trump portrays false views on Mexicans to the media and society. He claims we are rapists, drug dealers, and all we bring is problems, when in fact that is not the truth.
There is so much more to us so-called rapists. According to www.mexico.mx.com, there is much more to our culture than what people assume. And so we excel abroad. Filmmakers, actors, athletes, writers, engineers, and visual artists. So creative that our cuisine is among the world's best in 2010. The unseen names, Mexican cuisine, intangible cultural world heritage.
If our president claims these assumptions of us, why is it that we have a cuisine that is loved by people all around the world? I look at these actors and filmmakers and I get inspired from them not to let my ethnicity define who we are or what we do.
We are more than what the president assumes us to be. Us rapists and criminals take up 78% of work for farmers, according to National Agriculture Workers Survey.
Cesar Chavez is an example of someone who did not let his ethnicity define him. According to History.com, he was stressing nonviolent methods. Chavez drew attention for his causes via boycott, marches, and hunger strikes. Despite conflicts with Teamster unions and legal barriers, he was able to secure raises and improve conditions for farm workers in California, Texas, Arizona, and Florida. No matter his ethnic background and what people were calling him, he was still striving for better rights for farm workers. He was not just fighting for people with the same ethnic background as him, but also Asian people. His work ethic is what defined him.
Much like Cesar Chavez, we share a similar work ethic and passion for what we do. My involvement in the community and in school define who I am. My work ethic defines who I am, not the twisted view society has about my ethnicity. I'm a proud member of the baseball team here at American Canyon High School. I am involved in the community, volunteering for the Little League and homeless centers in the area. I'm a scholar, and I take my work seriously.
My involvement in the community is that I help out with a small church every weekend. People in society would expect me to be at parties or quinceañeras, but instead I am getting involved in the community every weekend. My pride and love for my culture is what defines me. Just in New York, there are 3 Mexican restaurants with Michelin stars. I have much pride for this because I know how loved Mexican food is in the United States and how hard it is for a restaurant to get a Michelin star. Knowing that Mexican food is being recognized like this shows that there is more to us than what the president is filling Americans' minds with.
I take pride in my culture's food and the way we represent ourselves through it. I am proud to be Mexican because we care for one another, and more importantly, we care for our family. Our culture's morals and traditions are always honest and defy all negative speculation about the Mexican ethnicity. My ethnicity does not define who I am and what I do. My ethnicity does not define my work ethic. My ethnicity does not define my pride and love for my culture.